Modern medication did not work for me. Modern medication did not work for me. Modern medication did not work for me. Modern medication.
Call in now. Operators are standing by to receive your call to the Mercy TV Live, your medical cannabis call-in show. Greetings, my name is Perry, and along with Sunny, we'll be hosting this segment of Mercy TV Live. Once again, that phone number is, Sunny?
503-588-6444. And you know, if you have any questions about conditions, about using the cannabis, this is a good time to call because a lot of people will tell you a lot of things. The main thing is we have a lot of information, and Perry has put it all on the website too, huh?
Yeah, so that's a good place to look it up. Of course, if you wanted some printed media, you can always stop by the office at 1745 Capitol Street, Northeast, Monday through Friday, noon to 6. And please observe those hours. I know some folks are just, so eager to get in there and get that info. They just can't wait. But please come on down between those hours. Or also Wednesday night meeting. It's a good time.
Well, and that's a good time because if you're a patient looking for a grower, you can find somebody to help you with your garden. Or if you've maybe got enough place to do a garden, you just need help with somebody that could help you with your garden, that is already a gardener. You know, these are important things that nobody thinks about for us, for us patients. Hello, do we have a caller?
Hello, caller.
Hello, caller.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, this is Lorraine Dick with my husband.
Hi.
Hi. I've been sending documented photos of David's scalp, and it's responding quite well. The proverbial sores that wouldn't heal are about 95% there. He's in hospice care. He's on the other phone. And they can't understand why he's not dying. He's doing well. What do you think, David?
Well, obviously, they don't have anything figured out yet, like what we're going to do at the, what am I trying to say, the stuff that we would normally use that's elephant.
Yeah, David, what's going on is they don't have a clue. They don't recognize any alternative treatment.
Well, what I was going to talk about was the, how do I say it, having on hand.
Yes, but David, what I was going to say is they basically want to know, why aren't you getting worse and why are you improving? And they won't recognize medical marijuana. They're quite against it. The state of Nevada also is trying to have dispensaries in April when the law changes to have every county to have a medical dispensary, but Lyon County today, it's in the news, refuses to do so because they claim that crime increases whenever there's a clinic or dispensary around. So there's a lot of different things in Nevada that are very difficult.
Yeah, that's too bad. Just for the folks out there in TV land, what we're using, what you're talking about using is an oil, cannabis-based oil. Is that correct?
Yes. The Rick Simpson is what we're doing, or any kind of with a THC content. And David's taking it internally and externally and seems to be improving daily. Things aren't perfect, but the improvement is substantial. They gave him up to 6 months to live with hospice, and it's been, June 20th is the date of his surgery. Symptoms started in May. He had a 1-inch brain tumor removed, and when he came home, he couldn't walk. He could hardly do anything at all. Now his wheelchair went in the garage. The walker is ready to go in the garage. He's walking normally, feeling well. They keep asking him about pain, if he needs pain relief. Well, he's had no pain, zero, since the start of this. And we're figuring that the medical marijuana, the cannabis formula that we're using, is either going to ease the way out if it's his time, if the cancer's progressed too far, or it could, it treats every symptom. He has not fit the mold. They actually had a meeting Wednesday when they meet at the hospice we're using particularly on they usually don't have patients improve in health.
Well, we're glad to hear that he's beating the odds and
Yes.
going contrary to that. And just before we close up, it's melanoma, skin cancer, correct?
Yes, melanoma that was found in a brain tumor 1 inch deep in the cerebellum.
Mm-hmm.
There's also 2 nodules in the liver and 1 in the chest cavity.
Okay, well, PK is asking if you need more oil.
Well, we probably will in about a month
Okay.
or a few weeks, and trying to figure a way to take a trip up there. We're trying to get hospital bills out of the way, but we'll would like to continue to support in every way we can. And he's doing well with it. We most likely will continue on it. Well, absolutely. It's a godsend, and it's just sad that they won't recognize any of the treatment.
Yeah, it's so sad that they, there's probably some incentive there, financial or otherwise, for them to deny this truth. And yeah, we can only hope that it isn't too long before that ends. And you know,
we've been sending in documented pictures of him. I think it's okay to use our photo too, but it's a vast improvement this week. We'll send that in before Monday to you, and it's okay to post them for anyone to see.
Okay,
Very
well,
nice.
we'll post it on our webpage and send you the link there.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we'll start to share with the folks because it's a tremendous, almost, it's miraculous, really.
It is miraculous, and it's a shame because every time we bring it up to any doctor or any hospice worker, they tend to almost get angry or very defensive.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It is.
Well, we're going to change that one patient at a time here, it looks
Yes,
like.
and if we can help with that, we would be glad to also.
You are, by just talking and by taking track of the pictures,
Well,
very
thank-
important, very
thank
important.
Yeah,
you.
thank you so much for calling in and sharing that with other folks out there in the same situation.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay, good luck
Bye-bye.
to you. We'll talk later.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Thank you.
Oh, wonderful call.
So beautiful, because there's people out there watching this TV show right now that know somebody or have this kind of cancer themselves and have been through all these treatments. You know, over these past few years, they've been through 5 or 6 different kinds of chemo and radiation and other kinds of liquid, something they were telling me about, that they've used and nothing worked. All of a sudden they started using some cannabis oil,
Right.
and it works. And it works to the point that now the stuff is gone, things are disappearing. He went from not being able to walk to now he's walking. I mean, they're miracle stories.
It's wonderful, and you'd think, you'd hope that would be the end of it, but no, still these people got to wade through policies and procedures that would deny them this medicine in their environment in a certain situation based purely on politics, based purely on things outside what's best for them, what is a health and medical care decision. You know, it's being overridden for the most specious of reasons here. So we can only continue to help them to work on getting real change throughout. You know, we need to keep working on that federal law. We need to keep working on local groups who are, you know, not with the program here. Oh, we have another caller. Go ahead, caller.
Hi, I've got a question for you.
Uh-huh.
Is there any product that you can use to prevent powdery mildew on your outside roads?
Huh, I don't know. Sonny, what do you think?
Well, yeah, there is, and I forget of the name of it right offhand, but if you, gosh, any of those growth stores around town, I'm sure they have it. I just forget the name of it, and I've been hearing good things about it.
And when you're talking to them and describing it on your plants, you can talk about tomatoes.
Oh yeah, just tell them
Oh,
again.
of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not a lot of folks are aware that, you know, those shops are still under federal laws at work. So they think they've got their card, and hey, I should be able to. So yeah.
Yeah, you just got to have big, stinky, sticky tomatoes.
Well, and once you describe that you have the mold, and they'll tell you the
Nah.
stuff that everybody's been
Yeah.
telling me about. It's been working very well.
Yeah. Okay, well, I was just wondering if there's anything you could use to prevent it.
Okay, that's the deal
have
with
your,
it,
have
preventing
your
it.
humidity perfect, and have your airflow perfect, and your temperature.
Outside.
Yeah, see, you can't do that. So that's the thing. To prevent it, I mean, there's a lot of people will tell you a lot of different things, but depending on the humidity at where you're at and the temperature and the airflow, there's a lot of different things going on with that that create that.
Neem oil.
Yeah, that's just another one, yeah.
To prevent it?
Well, and it works on bugs too.
What is it called?
Neem oil.
Neem oil is also another thing there.
But that's
Yeah.
not necessarily for the mold as much as for the bugs, you know?
Yeah, it's more for critters moving around on your plants, but makes your leaves look nice too. But I just want something to prevent for the upcoming rain.
Yeah, get some plastic over it. That will help.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Very
All
good.
right.
Thanks, Sonny. Thanks for calling in. All right. Well,
The-
another successfully question answered. And folks, hopefully folks will call in more with items like that, to get to growing or to find out they're not going to be able to grow and get matched up to a grower by coming to our Wednesday night meetings, which is specifically designed for that. Also, the grow tips like we're talking about, and
Right.
networking, exchanging information, resources, things of that
Well,
nature.
but that first caller, what's so important is the people that are in the hospital tonight that are there because they got pain issues, they got arthritises and fibromyalgia, and they got broken backs and legs and arms and shoulders and surgeries on everything and every kind of arthritis, These are the things, you guys, that are specifically what we're talking about, because you can use cannabis by rubbing it on topically, you can eat it, you can vaporize it with hot air, or you can smoke it. Now, all of those things are a number of ways for people, depending on who it is. The people that called a minute ago, they're an older couple. They're retired, old, they're late 70s or something. And look, they just told you what a miraculous turnaround they just did from using this. Now, if these are the things that you have going on, or somebody you know, or your family, wouldn't you want to know how you can help them and give them some relief and do it with something that you already know has worked with others? This is why we do the show. How important is it for you to share what information you just found out about it? Maybe you're the one in the hospital. Your doctors have not talked to you about this. Please bring it up to your doctor. It's very important. Don't think you have to sneak around your doctor, because you'll find out that more doctors will be willing to talk when you give them this courtesy. A lot of them wait to check you guys out and say, well, they say nothing, but they find out you got all this stuff in your system, in your urine and your blood tests and all the different tests they do. They don't tell you. They know. Well, you think you're just because they haven't brought it up. Well, if you understand and tell them that this is helping you with your sleeping, your eating, your nausea, your pain, and you just go down the list of things. The guy that called us yesterday was about the seizures. He said he has stopped having grand mal seizures while he's smoking. And when he doesn't smoke, he has them. So it's a very important thing. If you've had seizures, you know what I'm talking about. I have seizures. I know exactly what they were talking about, and the importance of that and using cannabis for a medicinal. You guys, everybody is trying to find something. Look at all the pills they're pushing. If you can eat a little cookie or a brownie every day and not get sick like that, or if you have other issues, other conditions. I mean, you guys, they work on a number of things for a number of people. PTSD. We're getting PTSD finally passed, and that's something that, Perry, they need to get on right away.
Well, there's folks suffering from it right now, and so they're going to have to deal with it right now. Unfortunately, it won't be till January 1st, 2014, that the law goes into effect. So folks are going to have to deal with it until then. That's remaining within their affirmative defense limits of 2 ounces or less. So it's not going to cover them for growing and other little things like that. Another big thing coming up is the dispensary bill, although we should more accurately describe it as the medical marijuana facility bill. It was House Bill 3460. It was put through legislatively and made Oregon the 8th state with medical cannabis laws to have some kind of system for the dispensing of cannabis. In Oregon's case, it's excess medicine is going to be taken from card holders, either the patient themselves, or they will designate their grower or caregiver to take their excess medicine to one of the facilities and be reimbursed for the medicine. Then the facility will be reimbursed by another card holder picking up some medicine from there at some point in time. There's all kinds of issues to be worked out. There's a commission that's been appointed to establish rules, the fees and everything, what kind of taxes will be going on. Folks need to be involved with it to have as much influence as we can, certainly to be aware of what the rules are, because anyone who steps outside these rules can expect prohibitionists to jump on them with both feet. Use them for an example of why we shouldn't have the medical marijuana law at all. So that's coming online March 2014 in theory, and along with the implementation of legalization in Washington and Colorado, it'll be really interesting to see what happens next. One of the things that will be happening in 2014 is an initiative for legalization here in Oregon, as well as things will be happening in California. Nevada has a dispensary bill that they just passed, as those folks who called in talked about. But whether or not it gets fully implemented or it gets messed with by politicians remains to be seen. Sonny, here, of course, we've had folks working at some capacity trying to distribute marijuana. We've had folks that operate as dispensaries, even though they're not legal. Some of them have been busted. There's clubs, there's co-ops, there's groups, but like the Mercy Center, that is simply a nonprofit. It's people networking to people, because card holders can give medicine to other card holders.
Well, the thing is this, you guys, do you want to be held up by others about your medicine? No. What you would like to do is have a group of people that you can, like Perry was saying, a collective, whatever you want to call it, I don't care, a family. Y'all should be taking care of your brother and sister anyway, and if you can give them or help them with cannabis or help them grow or help them cook and make butter and do cookies, you should. It's too easy. Did you hear this call that we just got about these people who have been suffering for years and going through hell? And if anybody knows about the treatments for cancer, they'll tell you about the chemos and the radiations and the sickness and the crap and the pills, and it just goes on and on. And did you hear what a beautiful story they just told us? That is a quality of life story that everybody should remember, because you know what? That's all we're talking about. We are trying to help others have a quality of life, because there's so many people out there that don't have quality of life, and everybody else is taking it for granted, and cannabis can help you with that. And it's so simple to take a minute, talk to the people that need the help, see if you can get them on the right road, and you know what? Watch their life change. You heard the guy that went from not being able to walk to now he's walking. I mean, there are so many leaps and bounds of good things that happen when cannabis is brought into your life after you've had a bunch of terrible things go on with your condition, with the side effects of all the drugs they give you, because everybody rides the roller coaster of side effects. Side effects are the worst on all the pills that everybody's got to take that nobody talks about, because you're too busy talking about the condition that's kicking your butt, and you don't have time to talk about the side effects of the pills that they're giving you for the condition, and everybody's going, wow, if I just didn't have these side effects. Cannabis has no side effects. The side effects at the most are sleeping and eating. Now, everybody else is trying to feel better, and they don't sleep and they don't eat, and they wonder what's wrong with them. Now, with these kind of conditions, they get some sleep, they get to eat, so they heal, so their condition is better. And that's priceless. Everybody, if you know somebody in your family, friends, if you could tell them about it, do it. It's so important. Everybody should have that opportunity to try a cookie, try a pancake, put some butter on your toast, eat a piece of toast every morning, and watch the arthritis go away. Because all these studies that everybody's doing, they're finding out that if you do a little bit every day, amazing things happen. The oil, rub it on topically, and watch your skin cancers go away, and enough of it to get into your system where the rest of your cancers are literally shrinking. I mean, this is amazing stuff, and we're in it, we're living it, and it's wrong for you if you know somebody that you could share with, or maybe it is you. Believe me, everybody's scared. There's a lot of fear out there. People don't want to lose their jobs, their families. They don't want to be held up at church. Everybody talks about all this stuff at our office. I know all of it, and you know what? It's terrible. Please give yourself the opportunity to do yourself good and come by the office Monday through Friday, 12 to 6, or get a hold of us on the website
at www.mercycenters.org. There you can find out more information, like our Wednesday night meeting happens 7 p.m. at the address 1745 Capitol Street Northeast. But if you visit the web instead, don't find what you're looking for, just send us an email and we'll point you a link right to it. Information, resources on growing more. You know, folks are looking to start up resources. Now you're going to be looking for attorneys, accountants. You're going to want security systems. Gosh, you're going to want insurance, you know. And Agent 420 will be one resource for folks happening here, coming up in the next few months leading up to the implementation of medical marijuana facilities here in Oregon and beyond. So we want to make sure we get that information out to folks and continue to do so. If you stop on by our website or the Mercy Center, or keep tuning in here to Mercy TV Live, where we'll keep you updated on all the happenings, not just what the law specifics, but resources there to apply to them.
Well, and that's priceless there. Nobody's getting this information together. Everybody's trying to talk and get the word from somebody else, and by the time you got the story is not the story. It's completely wrong. We hear stuff like this all the time, so I know that to be a true fact. You can get all the information. We have the Oregon Cannabis Connections at the office. Come by and pick them up. We have a few issues. You can have all the recipes, because they all have recipes in it. It's just such a good way to get a bunch of information that you might not have known about.
Oh, we have another caller.
Hello.
Hi there, caller.
I was wondering, I heard a rumor that you've been robbed. Is that correct?
Yes, unfortunately, about a month ago, we had somebody break in to the place, and that incident repeated itself here yesterday. We had another break-in. And we do want to take the moment to offer kudos to the Salem Police Department, who responded quickly and professionally in this matter.
Yes, thank you.
But yeah, we did have a break-in. It just goes to show that we can use the support there, folks.
All right. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. I wish you the best.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's comes from the mistaken notion that we're a dispensary, when in fact, point of fact, we're not. You know, and
Yeah.
so
Okay.
hopefully that will get cleared up soon. Thanks.
Okay, that's what Louis just said.
All right. Well, and that's the thing. A lot of people think, well, if you're anything to do with medical marijuana, you have medicine, you have money, you have everything. We're just a nonprofit.
Right.
We're just patients helping patients and trying to help each other, because nobody's out there doing it. You guys, it's too easy. All we need to do is grow some medicine. We need to support all these gardens and help each other and keep the medicine going, because once you have medicine and you know where you're getting it, things seem to go a little better.
Right. Well, and perhaps it's a good time to point out that, thank heavens, we did have insurance, And this will be a good time for us to talk about our sponsor and supporter, Graber Insurance, who was there for us during this hour of need also. So kudos to folks there at Graber and Associates. And if you're out there, you need insurance of this nature, check them out. Graber Insurance.
Yes, how could, if people are supporting things like you are a part of, you know, like medical cannabis, you want to help support them because whatever they're doing, obviously they're supporting you. Take the time to support all the brothers and sisters that you can just for that reason. It makes all the sense to do it because everybody is struggling just like you are, but if you help them, I'm sure when it comes back around, they'll be helping you, and it's too easy.
Well, and also it's a good time to talk about upcoming policy options. Now patients will be able to get insurance for their gardens in case it's robbed, in case there's an accident happens to it, but also for crop failures, and even raid insurance is possible for individuals. I mean, if you're a grower taking care of a group of patients, or you're cooperative, or even a nonprofit like ourselves, all these different scenarios now have insurance covered options available. So that's something we want to get the word out. Please contact us there at the Mercy Center for more information on that, or visit ageof420.biz.
Hey, those are the kinds of things that are happening in our world today. Everything is changing, the laws are changing, the rules are changing, and yes, we can use cannabis, and yes, we can insure the businesses, and yes, it's all right and it's all legal. Those are things that people years ago would have thought of as unheard of, and especially be on TV and talk about it.
Right.
Well, no, these are the things we need to do to help each other get out, get the right information, and take care. Because when you are in better shape, you're able to come and do other things. Because when you're not in better shape, it's hard to do anything.
Now, you folks we made these good progression, these good things have happened, but we need to reinforce them and keep the progress growing. So on November 2013, going to be a chance to do some elections. Come on down to the Mercy Center. We got voter registration there. October 12th-ish is the deadline for registering to vote. And in this cycle, we not only want to de-elect those people who said no to adding PTSD to the medical cannabis program, but also get rid of those judges and prosecuting attorneys who are had those raids, conducted those raids, and are continuing these prosecutions. This is the way we're going to end medical cannabis prohibition here in Oregon, and indeed start the wave ending it throughout America and around the world even. So please do that. Register, vote, get everybody a note to do so also, and vote smart. Come on down to the Mercy Center and get information on how to do just that.
Well, and if you need some help cooking, if you need some help learning how to do the butter, the oils, the tinctures, the vaporizing. You've never seen a vaporizer? We have a vaporizer. Come by. We can do it. We can help you. That's what everybody is. Everybody is a patient. They're all volunteers. They're all there because they're trying to help others that come in. Do you need help with your card? Do you need help with the garden? What do you need help with? Come by, sit down, have a chat, and you know, that's what it's about. Make sure that you have some help to take care of what you need to.
Helping people get with the program, every person that should. Everybody at least understands it, we get the most out of it. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks to our crew out there with CCTV, producer PK, Lance, Pat, everybody out there, Arlen, Charles helping out. Thank you, Sonny, for helping me out with the show here tonight.
Thank you, Perry. And thank you guys. You know, it's all about us patients, us people taking care. We need to look out for each other because nobody else is.
Well, our best ad is you out there telling other people about us. So spread the word. Thanks. We'll see you next time. Mercy TV.
You want to say anything before I turn it off, Glenn?
Yes, good night.
Good night. God bless you all, every single one of you.